to the channel, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Folks, that's a tree. You're stuck with me, Ben Barber, and we are down here once again in the Murfreesboro, Tennessee area with our friends Auto Collection of Murfreesboro. Their information is on the bottom of the screen. Be sure to go to their website. They have always got some unique rides. Most of them are high end, some of them are kind of middle ground, but most of them are just similar to this. Kind of new, kind of high end, definitely a legit spec car. Hit them up, Auto Collection of Murfreesboro. Again, their information is on the bottom of the screen. Let's get to what we are doing today, folks. We have one of, I don't know, it's kind of like a world-breaking car in my mind. This thing has got the most powerful small block V8, I guess, ever produced. I'm not gonna ping all of the numbers for you, just know that it is the most powerful small block V8. You can hop online if you want to get all the specs on this thing. I'm just here to present this specific one, and she's pretty. I love this paint on this car, the little black wide bodiness. I mean, if you're not familiar with the C8, the Z06, which is what you're looking at, is significantly wider. Look at that rear haunch over there. Real big difference from that and a regular C8 Corvette. Love this ride, folks. Love it. The sound, the everything. The only thing that I would change about this ride is on the inside, and I will definitely be taking you in there here shortly. But we're gonna start where we normally start, which is in the rear of the vehicle, which at this point is the trunk, right? We're just trying to find the trunk space, and in this vehicle it's up front. So yes, Corvette is mid-engine, so we're gonna press our little key, which if you can kind of see here, it does have the auto start stop. We'll mess with that later. You got front and rear trunk, so we'll start with the front, and she pops open. Again, this is a 2023 Z06 we're looking at. Now there is no little latch, so it just pops right open. And yes, folks, there is a fair amount of storage. Your floor mats are in there. Your original window sticker is here. You can see the price right there. It's a 3LZ spec, so it's got real pretty stuff on the inside, I guess best way to put it. I am always surprised at how much these frunks have. I don't want to put the key on there. There we go. Sorry, that was my fault. That was not the car's fault. I just didn't want to press the key against the car. So there's your front trunk. And now we'll look at the rear trunk. Now this has a few things in it, as it is a new vehicle, so it's got a little car cover in there. But you know why we're here. We're here to see this. B to the A. Look how good. I just like the look of this engine bay. And the look of that engine, man, that's just cool. And then you can see your man. What's that guy? I can't even read that. That's a female, Jennifer Pittman, out here putting these small block, putting this thing together. Really, really awesome to know they got a female in there doing that. So this thing does have a bunch of random stuff in it, so you can't really see how vast it is. One thing it does have in it, this car comes with two different wing sizes. This one that's on it is kind of the higher wing, and if you kind of put this up against it, you can see this is the lower wing. And look, I just noticed this bolt needs to be screwed in more, and I'll make sure to bring that to their attention. I'm sure they just put that high wing on there just because it looks cool. Speaking of looking cool, I love that look right there. I don't know why. The rear hatch and the center exhaust, really, really awesome looking. Yes sir, this thing is preaching to me. All right, we're gonna get this all closed up, get ourselves, and that does have a nice little self-close. I do like kind of the adjusted logo there. Now what we're gonna do here is you have to lock it and then hit this twice. Rev down. Sorry about that. I need to shut it down so y'all can still hear me until we get in there. So really nice leather and some great stitching throughout. Really nice soft area here for you, nice and spongy, I guess. I'm gonna zoom out here. Carbon Bose stereo, carbon setup here, really nice. This has what I was talking about earlier. This has kind of those competition seats. I don't fit very well in these seats. I do like the look of them. I just don't fit well, so I would not be speccing them for me or for anybody of a larger size. These seats are not the seats you are looking for. But they are comfortable once you're in them. It's just a matter of getting in them, getting your seatbelt on, all of those things. A little tough. This thing is well bolstered, I guess is the best way to put it. All right, well, let's do the thing. If you're wondering, one of the easier ways to get in and out of these kind of higher end cars is not to go doing this, right? What you do is you drop your butt in, which I'm doing now, and you slide your two legs in, and then you're in. And honestly, the more I sit in this seat, the more I'm okay with it. So there's our startup, and then you know, we're cold here still. You can see it only allows a certain amount of revving to happen, but that ain't gonna stop me. I'm definitely gonna give it a couple revs. Yeah, that's the sound we're looking for, folks. Love it. You can see the red line will be significantly higher up once we get going. Now we will switch it through our race mode. We were just in tour, now we're in sport. The exhaust note is different, a little bit louder for sure. And then we've just moved ourselves into track mode, and look what this thing does. A complete change. You got tire temps over here. You got all your temps, which is so cool. Heat, your oil temp, your cool temp. Really kind of cool spec. Wow, alright, this thing does so good. You can see it is kind of limiting me, and we should be able to get up to here once it's all warmed up, but we probably won't make it that far in this video. But really kind of cool setup. It's very, if you're familiar with the Z8, or sorry, with the C8, this interior is very similar to, there's no real big changes. Some of the carbon packages are a little different, but most of the interior is Z06 or is C8. Z06 just adds some touches, like you can see the stitching on the headboard. This is, it's suede. How you look at things. Again, nice seats. You can, if you're interested in C8ness, get yourself into one. They're fun to be in for sure. The Z06 kind of nice little moniker here, and it's got the carbon fiber wheel with the stripe in the middle. Really fancy, honestly. And again, like kind of the waterfall dash that comes here. Heated and cool seats, and like the top sections for me, the bottom sections for the passenger. Again, these are all C8 things that if you're not familiar, get yourself familiar. Alright. We'll kill the noise. I know you're kind of being droned out there by that noise, but so the getting out is very similar. You throw your two legs out and you stand up. You will see a lot of people, see my little grease mark, a lot of people will be using that with their left arm to get out of the vehicle, because that's what happens when you're low and slung down to the ground and all fancy like. All right, well, this is about all I have for you. I could go on and on and on. Clearly, if you need to drive one of these, the power difference is pretty significant. It doesn't really have the crazy torque hit that the regular C8 has, but man, this thing, you can feel what's close to 700 horsepower, right? So you can, and just a little, less torque. The other one's like 400 and something horsepower, almost 500, and similar torque numbers. So doesn't have the crazy torque hit, but once you get going, it just goes, man. It's an awesome car. Well, again, that's about all I have for this certain vehicle. We are, again, at our friends Auto Collection in Murfreesboro. Their information is on the bottom of the screen. Hit them up. It's also in link in description. Go check them out. if you want a car like this or one similar. For my Mambo Biddle, who that is still a tree, I am Ben Barber. We'll see you in the next video.